Dear souls, we will talk today about the holy name Hare Krishna and what it can do to our heart. So, based on the discussions of Acharyas, especially the Sri Chaitanya Shikshastakam, which is the 8 verses that Lord Chaitanya left for us on how we can become dear to Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, what the holy name does is it first purifies our heart. Our heart is filled with material conceptions and various thoughts, good, bad, ugly, not only from this lifetime, but from millions of previous lifetimes. So the holy name does a little bit of heart surgery, pierces in and purifies our heart. Not only does it purify the negative conceptions and thoughts of thinking that we are separate from God or that we can enjoy independent of God, but also it gets to the root of the impurity. Most surgery will just remove the cause. For example, if there is a tumor, the surgeon will remove the tumor with great expertise. But the tendency to get further cancer cannot be stopped. The holy name, on the other hand, can remove that root of the impurity. Why do we become impure? It removes that. Then, thirdly, it removes the desire to harm ourselves. We are harming ourselves. As one of the sannyasis said, that the world is working very hard to go to hell. So, we are working very hard to go to hell instead of going to our eternal Father, Krishna. So it removes that desire to harm ourselves with so many other conceptions other than taking care of our soul. So, fourth, while the yoga can remove, physical yoga can remove the lust and greed to some extent, the desire to engage in lust and greed is removed by the holy name. Fifth, holy name gives light like moon, and heart is like a lotus flower. Originally, heart is like a lotus flower, but now it has got a lot of dirt. So that dirt has to be cleaned. So some people may be good, but they will still be selfish. So we need to develop good qualities without that act of selfishness. So with the holy name, our heart becomes like a white lotus without any dirt on it. Sixth, the holy name nourishes our divine qualities. So we have a little bit of divine qualities and a lot of other non-divine qualities. But what the holy name does is it nourishes the divine's qualities and makes you have good qualities, more than good transcendental qualities. The holy name gives knowledge of the absolute truth above all relativities and makes us realize that we are the servant of Krishna. We will relish that we are the servant of Krishna. So, not only that, it makes us realize that we'll relish the fact that, oh, yes, how nice it would be for me to serve Krishna. 8. It increases the ocean of bliss and devotion from sadhana. Sadhana means initial practice, like chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, uh, staying away from bad things like eating meat, fish, or eggs, drinking alcohol, or smoking marijuana, things like that, staying away from that. Illicit sex. Sex is meant for procreation, having children, not willy nilly have sex with anybody and everybody, like it's happening in the modern time. So, refraining from illicit sex, and then finally, refraining from gambling or even speculation of the mind. Maybe the world is like this, maybe the life is like that, but relying on our scriptural knowledge, which is sages who have documented this for our spiritual benefit. So, refraining from that. So, that is sadhana. So, sadhana is that purificatory process. And then coming to various intermediate stages like performing bhajana kriya, removing the unwanted things like anartha nivriti, then getting some ruchi taste, and then finally coming to bhava. Then it carries us like a father carries a child over water without the child getting wet. It actually lifts us and carries us to a different platform, a higher platform. And every step along the way of chanting, we'll release the rasa. As it says in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Pivatam Bhagavatam Rasalayam. So rasa ka alay. Alay means a temple or a construction or a structure of what? Rasas, emotions. So the Srimad Bhagavatam, in conjunction with the holy name, will ensure that we get those rasas. And then we will be drowned. The holy name will drown all our senses into ocean of bliss with both primary and secondary rasas. Just like in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Bhishma, who was very different and respectful to Krishna, moved from Dasya Rasa to Madhurya Rasa, falling in love with Krishna, as a soul falls in love with the super soul, Paramatma. And to Virya, like in the chivalrous fighting mood, so that he starts fighting with a vengeance, not the material vengeance, but fighting with that spiritual thing that, oh my Lord, what a beautiful opportunity you have given me so that I can fight with you. That's the other rasa. And then in all these rasas, we forget ourselves, just like Bhishma forgot himself and move into a trance of always thinking of the Supreme Lord. So, although this is an advanced topic, thank you for your patience in listening. Each one of us needs to go through this heart surgery, mana shiksha. So, mana or mind is actually not in the brain, but it's in the heart. Our heart makes these emotions come and go. So, we need to nourish that heart through the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra and let it carry us into a newer platform, a higher platform, and then eventually we swim in the love of God and be liberated from this cycle of birth and death. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.